Hello everyone and welcome to the Monday Market Report. This is where we're going to go over what's happened in the past week in the Toronto real estate market and what you need to know. So let's get going. For one-bed condos, the average price was just under $610,000, and there was 14 sales that happened in the last week, and the average percentage of list price was 99%, and the average days on market was 28. So meaning it took almost an average of 1 month to sell, and they were selling for just under list price. For one-bed plus den condos, there was 34 condos sold at an average price of just under $625,000, and the average percentage of list price here was 98%. Two-bed condos were the most active of the condo sector last week, with 45 condos sold and just an average price of under $900,000. So big jump from the one-beds to the two-beds there. And the average days on market for those was 37, so a little bit longer, and the average percentage of list price was 98%, so right in line with the other condos. Three-bed condos had an average sale price of just under $1.5 million, and there was 14 condos sold last week, and the average percentage of listing price here was 99%, and it had the shortest average days on market at only 21 days. So it beat out the other condos by about a week, so that's pretty good. So switching over to the housing market, the two-bed homes saw an average sale price of just over $1,050,000, and there was 13 homes sold, and the average percentage of listing price here was actually 102%. So that shows that properties were selling for over asking, not by much, but by a little bit, and it took an average of 28 days on market to sell for these two beds. For a three-bed home, this was a super active sector of the market. There were 71 homes sold last week with an average sale price of just under $1.25 million. And this had an even shorter average days on market of only 16 days. So quite quick, and again, same 102% of list price. So shows that it's selling for more. And for four-bed homes, we saw an average price of close to $1.7 million, 29 homes sold, at 99% of list price, so actually just under for the four beds, and that took 19 days on the market, so a little bit longer than three beds, not as long as the two beds, and not as long as the condos. So the houses are selling quicker, and they're actually selling for more than asking. So that's an interesting switch that we've noticed. The most affordable condo to sell last week was actually a two-bed condo at Caledonia and Lawrence. This is kind of the northwest upper part of the city, and it sold for $260,000. So yes, you can actually buy a condo in Toronto for under $300,000. There's not a lot of them, and they're kind of in areas that are a little bit further away from the core, as you would expect. But if you're looking for a condo under 300 grand, they're out there. And the most affordable house that sold last week was actually sold for $600,000, and this was a detached two-bed home at Dufferin and Eglinton. So again, same kind of upper west, northwest side of the city, and that tends to be some of the most affordable areas that we see there. And then you jump kind of over all the way to the east side to Scarborough. So either one of those will give you more of these more affordable options. And the most expensive properties to sell last week, we had a condo that sold for $4.9 million. This was a 3+1 townhouse at Yonge and Rosedale area. So very, very prime location, and it sold for just under $5 million. So pretty crazy. And the most expensive home to sell last week was a 5-bed detached home that sold in Forest Hill for just under $6 million. Yeah, I know, $6 million, 5-bedroom home. It was gorgeous. Really, really beautiful. So my market observations for the past week are that things are changing. We're in this transition period after the Bank of Canada changes the interest rates and raises them again, where there's a 2 to 4 week kind of acclimatization period that kicks in after this. And it seems that we're just coming out of that right now. And it very well could turn into a scenario where we just don't have enough inventory and prices start going back up again. We saw some softening of average sale prices compared to last year in August and September, but that seemed to be slowing down, and we're starting to see more multiple offers, as evidenced by the stats in the house this week. Average percent of the list price is over asking. So that is a big switch that we've seen. And it'll be interesting to see if that continues on through the winter, which is traditionally our quietest time, but last January was like our spring market. So be interesting to see if the same thing happens this year as it did last year. But yeah, either way, I'll keep you guys posted on what's going on. And if you have any questions about how to get into the market, what's going on with the market, anything like that, leave it in the comment section below, and I'll gladly get back to you guys. Talk to you on the next one.